Good morning, guys. This is a follow-up video to Kill Your Darlings. And I'm Heather from Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. And today we are going to work on the mess right beside me, my raised bed garden area. It is completely overgrown with spring things. So I have radishes flowering, cilantro that is taking over the whole beds area, carrots, tons of carrot flowers. So let's take a peek and you'll see why I need to desperately get in here and take care of things. It's embarrassing. I walk into this area to get to my Brussels sprout and it's almost time to harvest. So I really need to get in there. And my poor tomatoes back here are neglected. I've got a bin here ready to fill up. And I'm actually growing potatoes, even though I didn't really plant potatoes. What I did do was make a trap for click beetles, and then I never came back to take the traps. And so now I'm growing potatoes in my tomato bed. So I need to get those out. We need to get rid of all the flowering carrots and all the flowering cilantro. I planted my carrots too early this year, and these are actually mostly carrots I planted maybe February, and I think we got a lot of cold weather after I planted them, and they thought they were in their second year, and so I have a ton of carrot flowers, which is a shame because I wanted carrots. So lesson learned, wait a little bit. So before I got started, I just wanted to document with a few pictures and a short little video clip, as you're seeing now. It was just so pretty in the time of day and the lighting. So enjoy, and then you will see me, getting busy and getting the job done. The next morning, and you saw I got a lot of work done last night, and you see I made this gorgeous bouquet for the pollinators, and they love it. So happy for them, and it is just stunning. I don't know how long it'll stay fresh out here. I'll keep the water filled and we will see. So let's see how things look in the morning light. I still have to get to the side and harvest all of these rat tail radishes, but I did leave quite a few carrots. And I think I just saw, oh, this is a spider flower. I need to relocate that. So I left quite a few carrots. I'm going to plant probably melons or cucumbers on this back area. And I transplanted my Roman chamomile here. And this will also be probably just cantaloupe or cucumber. I only left one carrot in this bed that probably will overwinter. And there will be a watermelon growing on this back side to take over some of this trellis. It did not germinate. I'm going to have to reseed. You can see this German pink is getting really big. And this is a yellow bell pepper. But the star of this whole raised bed is my Brussels sprout. I am in love with this Brussels sprout. It is glorious, beautiful. Look at those Brussels. I'm going to eat them very soon. I feel like the witch in Hansel and Gretel, waiting for the children to fatten up, because I am just waiting for these Brussels to be ready, nice and plump. Okay, so this is where I left off last night, and I might need a stick to make sure I don't step on a snake. So you can see I actually have potatoes flowering. I did not plant potatoes in this bed. What I did do was make a bait trap for click beetles, and then I never came back to remove it. And so that tiny little piece of raw potato that I left in place, I had like probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 in this bed. They have all grown and are flowering. But I really don't want them in here with my tomatoes, although everyone looks pretty happy, surprisingly. I think the smart thing to do, though, is to remove them and get this airflow opened up in here for my tomatoes. And these are larkspur. So somehow a bunch of larkspur seeds ended up way back here in my raised bed area. Normally they're way down at the very end of the driveway. Alright, so we're going to try to maneuver through here. You can see why I need to desperately clean this area. Believe it or not, in this bed I actually have peppers. So let's go see if they're still. Just have to watch everywhere I put my feet. Make sure I'm not going to step on a copperhead. I should have brought a stick. See if I have a stick anywhere. No. So thankfully I'm wearing Crocs, so if they bite me, it probably wouldn't do much good, but it's better than my usual flip-flops. All right, let's try to get over here. Maybe I'll. Okay, see if things scurry. There's tons of plantain growing here. I could harvest this. Some people use it medicinally. It's basically a weed. Got some beans starting to flower. Whoa, this walkway is not even walkable. There is actually a walkway here. And I see there are carrots that must have escaped when I was seeding and are in the walkway too. So here is a pepper that's being suffocated to death. There's another pepper being suffocated to death. And another pepper. There should be 2 more over somewhere in there. They're probably dead. It's a good thing I kept a lot of peppers for myself. But the cilantro flowers are just stunning. Oh, there's more potato experiments. I put those in for the click beetles, just little tiny chunks of raw potato. And now I have these really pretty flowering potato plants. But this is my bush bean bed, so I think I'm going to have to take them out, even though they do look so pretty. Lots of pollinators, lots and lots of carrots. think I've learned my lesson of just coming out here with flower seed heads from the carrots and just sprinkling everywhere, because there's just way too many carrots. Way too many. And all this beautiful cilantro is going to have to go. The pollinators love it though. I hate to take it from them. But peppers need light. Tomatoes need light and space. Look at these flowering onions. They're so pretty. This must be a radish. Must have missed a radish this spring. Some more bean flowers. Beans and basil in the pot together are good companions. And some of the mint that I ordered last month. All right. Goodness gracious. I think this is lamb's quarter. I think some people use that too medicinally, but I think I just need to pull it all because it's a weed. Garlic. There's a garlic scape. And look at these glorious, beautiful tomatoes. I cannot wait for my first tomato sandwich. All right, I'm glad to see this trellis open and breathable. So I just need to suck it up and get busy. I do think I'll leave the larkspur flowers though. I'll leave these, leave my tomatoes of course, and take out the potatoes, take out the flowering carrots, take out the flowering radishes, and this huge, gigantic 8x4 mess of cilantro and carrots. So I'm going to get busy. I'm going to turn this off and I will do an after here in a few minutes. Well, actually probably like two hours. One of the sweet potato traps that I had planted, which was a small little chunk of potato hooked to this stick. And look, I've got potatoes. This is the original trap. And look at all these babies growing. That's pretty impressive. So, you know, that shows you how easy it can be to grow potatoes. Imagine if I let this go all summer, what we would have. Making progress. I need to go empty this bin. It's completely full. I now have a walkway. Sorta, kinda. But look at how the clover was compensating for all of the foliage of the cilantro on top. It was getting really long and lanky to get to the light. I've got a long ways to go. I'm gonna go get some supports. The tomatoes need trellising. I did find this volunteer calendula. But look at this poor tomato. He is now trying to grow into the walkway. So I think I'm going to let him root into the soil at this angle and let him grow upright from here. There's no way I can straighten this out, I don't think, without causing damage at this point. So I'll do that after I get rid of that potato. Yep, it's probably going to be like 4 hours instead of 2, but I'm going to get it done. Some of the carrots are actually ready. Look great, and I found some sweet alyssum that I will transplant maybe into the bean bed. I did find some nice carrots as I was thinning, and I found this little red cabbage guy that was hidden, and I was able to leave just a couple of the cilantros. And so what I'm going to do is soak this bed because I do have a little ant problem going on right over there. Gonna water this soil really well, amend it, compost, maybe a thin layer of raised bed mix, and then we're gonna plant our beans. I took this opportunity to fix a mistake I made last fall when I had to rebuild some of the beds. I have about 60% of this bed to thin. This is where I got these carrots. And I need to support the tomatoes. And then work my way out. I'll do a separate video on what I'm going to do for the ground. I want to not have any weeds in the walkways, so that's going to be a big project. Hope you'll stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon, guys. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to put one of those mesh bags over top of this before it drops its flowers, so I can collect more carrot flowers like I don't need anymore. Alright guys, I will talk to you soon. I hope you're having the best gardening day, and see you soon. Bye.